Yeah. Morning everyone. Morning my big boy Raphael. And morning my beautiful cousin Lisa. Before we start, I'd like to put a bubble of white light of protection around us individually and around us as the family soul group that we are. What a beautiful day we've got today. It's really hard to think that it's even cold out there, ain't it? Anyway, today's meditation is a really important meditation for me, right? This is the meditation where you're going to release all your old hurts, all your old guilty things, all the things that you have done wrong. There's not one person in the whole world who hasn't done something that they regret, right? There's not one person in the world who hasn't done something wrong. There's not one person in the world who hasn't done something unkind at some point in their life. And as long as you're not going to carry on these behaviours, this is a meditation that's going to enable you to put them in a dustbin, put that lid on that dustbin and don't entertain them anymore in your life. Now, as you know, we've got a grey dustbin that is just for our mundane stuff, our normal, everyday stuff that irritates us and annoys us. But the brown dustbin is a dustbin of secrets, right? This is for stuff you don't even like to think about it. You don't even like to own up to it yourself, and you're certainly never going to tell anybody else about this secret, right? So it's deep in, and what we all do is we hide all that stuff under layers and layers of stuff to stop it coming back out. But this stuff always comes back out anyway, and there's the old thing, the truth will out. Always everyone's secrets comes out in the end, so you might as well get rid of them today. But we're not only just going to do the stuff that we're ashamed of, right? We're also going to do all the old hurts from old relationships, from growing up when people said horrible stuff to you because they wanted to hurt your heart. All those, stuff that we actually take it personally, and then we tuck it in our hearts, and then we hide it under layers upon layers of emotional barriers that we have to spend the rest of our life getting shot of. So today is the day that we are going to be doing that, all the stuff like that. Now, Daniel Whitaker put a post up last year that really entered my head, and I've never stopped using it as a thing. And he said, be kind to past versions of yourself that didn't know the things that you know now. So most of the mistakes and stuff that we do with the arrogance of youth and just carelessness with stuff, but we don't actually realise at the time what an important thing that we are doing. And if we're not doing it correctly, there is a price to be paid for it, because you've had it inside for you, and all that stuff that you hold inside you like that actually affects your psyche, and it affects your health, mental and physical, and I think it affects your soul as well. So it's a long time coming. We'll only be doing these meditations maybe twice a year, maybe 3 times at the max, because other people are going to see the new version of you without all your guilt and your shame and all your stuff that you hide, and they're going to want to come along on the journey with you too. So without more ado, let's get ready for the meditation. So nice and relaxed, sitting in the chair. 3 deep breaths before we start. And off we go on our journey. We're walking up our wooded path. The birds are singing. The butterflies are out. The bunnies are all bopping in and out their little hidey holes. The birds are singing. There's a beautiful calm in the air. It's warm. You can feel the sun on our backs. And we're walking up our path so gently, because we know that we've got valuable work to be doing in a minute. And you inhale the beautiful scents of the forest, the pine, the flowers. first thing that we see on our journey is our gorgeous grey dustbin. This is a dustbin where we put all our fears, all our worries, all our misunderstandings, all our irritations. Nothing serious, just the stuff, just the everyday stuff of the week that we all encounter, and sometimes we do better than other times. And that's the other thing that we want to stop beating ourselves up for. all them troubles, all those fears. I know there's really a lot of fear about the COVID. There's a lot of fear about the injections. Just put that in the dustbin, and we'll leave that to Spirit to come and soothe our souls with that. So all that rubbish in that dustbin, put that dustbin lid on dead tight, because that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing with it, because it has to be on tight, because all those little worries and fears, they want to pop out and come back in your mind at the very easiest opportunity that they can, right? And we carry on walking up our path. Our step is quite heavy because we are still carrying all our stuff with us, right? And as we went round the corner, we come to the brown dustbin. The brown dustbin is the one that we are using to get rid of all that stuff that we're ashamed of, all that stuff that we don't even want anyone to know about us, all our deepest fears, our deepest horrors, our deepest terrors. They all got to go in that dustbin, right? But with the personal stuff, you can't pay a penance endlessly for the same mistake. And that's actually what this meditation's about, because if you've made mistakes, and I believe there's not one person amongst us who can't put their hands up to that, if you can't just keep paying endlessly. It's like you're on the hamster wheel. Every day you revisit this stuff, and every day you punish yourself for it, because within it you found a way of making that being your responsibility, your guilt, your penance, your punishment, right? All of that stuff, everything anyone's ever said to you that's untoward, that has actually affected you all your life, whether you've had a bad childhood, whether you've had abuse, whether you've just been verbally abused or physically abused, or you just feel unloved and uncared for. All of them faults, all of that guilt stuff, we're going to put in that brown dustbin, but with the premise that I am going to try to be better. Every day I am going to try and be a better person. I'm not having a green light, getting rid of all your sins so that you can just go back to normal and just carry them on. It's about a closure for that. It's about looking for a new vista in front of you, where you can leave all those feelings of inadequacy, insecurity, low self-esteem, because these are the effects of what happens here. All of that stuff in this dustbin. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes, because I know a few of us out there got a few dustbin worths, but don't worry, them dustbins are endless, right? And when we finished working with that dustbin, when we filled it up so we can't get any more of our rubbish in it, we are going to allow the angels to take it and transmute all that negative energy back into love, because love is the only thing that's real, and love conquers all. Right, so come on, offload all of that stuff now. Wow, you ain't just putting it in there on your own. I'm up there with you doing the same thing, I've got to tell you. Hopefully you've all finished now. Hopefully that's enough time for you. And we're going to get that lid, and we're going to put it on as hard and as tight as we can, because all of that stuff transmute all that fear, all that loathing, all that hateful energy is going to be gone from your psyche out up for the angels to transmute into beautiful, loving, positive energy. And our step is lighter as we walk away from the brown dustbin, and we turn the last corner, and there's our beautiful tree of life. All the leaves are all rustling with excitement because we haven't been in there for a fortnight, have we? And we enter in our secret entrance, and we give it all, each other, the most beautiful hug because we have missed being with each other. And we are going to ascend through the tree, up through the boughs, up through the trunk, up through the boughs, and up and out of the leaves, out into the atmosphere. High, high, you're going to rise. You don't feel frightened. You know that you're safe. You know that you're being protected. And all this energy that we're using today is not just coming up out through the top, it's going through the roots of that earth, going through all and reaching every part of the earth. The bowls are going through the water, and they are reaching all the waters of the earth, and we're coming up through the air, and we're travelling through all the air that we produce now. So there's a big circle there, and we are just going to open our heart chakra, and we're just, first of all, we're actually having healing for ourselves. Hands on your hearts, because that's a big thing that you've just done there. Hands on your hearts, a few minutes for healing for yourself, and then I'll just pop by to say it's time for us to extend our healing abilities and to send our love, healing and forgiveness to the whole world, whether it's people, animals, the earth, the plants, the birds, the beasts, absolutely every single thing that's on the earth, they're going to get our love, our healing and our forgiveness. And I shall leave you doing exactly that. extend your love and your healing and your forgiveness for the whole world. Let that love be free, love unlimited. to come back. But before you come back, have a look around you. All around the world, there are big, huge circles of earth angels and angels all doing the same work. And there's layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of us all doing positive work because we're out here to help the world. So nice and relaxed. It's like you've got to look round to everyone and give everyone a big smile before you come down, and then you start coming down through the leaves, through the boughs, back into the trunk of the tree. There's a feeling of almost ecstasy about us today. I want a huge physical group hug between all of us, all over the world. So we thank the tree for allowing us to do this work and using it to help spread our stuff all over the world. We thank the tree and the tree thanks us. Because everyone in the world and everything in the world, we're all interjoined, we're all interconnected. Everything has effects on everything else that we are and what we do. So as we come out of the tree, we just stand there for a couple of minutes, just appreciating the life that we have got. But it's time to wend back down our path now. Back past the brown dustbin. Thank God we've got that brown dustbin. Our step is lighter as we go past our grey dustbin. We're really glad we've got such an easy tool to get rid of our fears and our worries. And we come back down the path, saying our thanks and our goodbyes to the bees and the birds and the bunnies and the butterflies. And come back till you're sitting in your chair where we started our journey from. Nice and relaxed, 3 deep breaths to bring yourself back to the now. All back. Well done all of you. Well done every single one of you. You've done amazing work. You've done amazing work on yourself and you've done amazing work for the planet. So thank you very much. I weren't going to do any cards today because I actually want you just to nourish yourself after this, what we've done today, but I couldn't help it. I got Nature's Whispers, which everyone know now. I call them Careless Whispers, right? And your card for today, hope and happiness. And I believe that's what I want you to actually bring back into your life, the hope and the happiness that you've got for the life that you've already got, even in lockdown, for the life that we've got, for the life that we're able to lead, and for the things that we're able to do for not just for ourselves but for each other in that life. So hope and happiness, make that your little, I don't know what to call it, your little affirmation this week. I've got my hope back and I'm going to put as much happiness as I can to everyone that I meet out there. All right, so this week, please be kind to yourself. All right, you might get some effects of this coming up where you're a little bit teary or a little bit weepy. Just allow those tears to fall because they are clearing out the residue of what we haven't quite cleared through the dustbin. So every time, every day, every night before you go to sleep, just put your hands on your heart, just give yourself a little bit healing and give yourself the love that you need, because it's quite weird. Mother Teresa done this thing and she put out a phrase: there's more hunger for love and appreciation in this world than there is for bread. You know how many people are starving out there, and that is so true. So as much love that you can give yourself, because it has to start with you. You can't give love to everybody out there if you feel really miserable and dismal inside, right? I mean, you can give a bit, but you can't give your all. And that's what I want you to give your all. I want you to enjoy the new you that hasn't got guilt and shame attached to their psyche anymore, because that has gone today. So I'm going to go now. Thank you very much for coming. Big thank you to all our nurses, the army boys that are out there doing their thing. This is what the army was meant for. It weren't really meant for war. You know that, don't you? Right, so army people, thank you very much. Everybody that's out there doing their own thing, whether it's just to help one person or whether you're helping a lot of people, it don't matter. Don't matter how little it is, it's important work that you're doing. So don't forget, love yourself, because you've got to love yourself, because you are lovable and you are worthy of love, and you're worthy of your own love. Alright, so I want you to shut your energy centers down now. Your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your sacral, your solar and your root chakras. Put your cloak round you, put your hood up, get yourself so that you feel really protected and really safe. But the minute that you get out there, open that heart chakra right up and give love and healing and understanding and compassion for absolutely everybody that crosses your path. Another one of my favourite quotes from Mother Teresa: spread love wherever you go. Let no one come to you without leaving the happier for meeting you. And if you can make that your goal in life, what a fantastic goal that you've got. So don't forget, stay safe out there.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth, as Tony said. I forgot to say that earlier, excuse me. Your health is your wealth. Right? Nothing is more important than keeping healthy and getting through this pandemic. So don't forget, look out for each other and look after each other. Alright, please share these videos if you can, but I do keep them stored on YouTube under Eileens Crystal Singing Bowl, Eileens Crystal Singing Bowl Meditations. Just in case you want to look at any old ones, they're all stored there. So hopefully, see you here, same time next week, 12 o'clock noonish. I'm also doing free mini tarot readings on a Sunday at 2 p.m. now. I'd love if you come and join us on that and all. And it's just part of our big adventure together. Bye-bye, my Raphael. I know you're running around now. I'd love to see you dancing and doing all your little moves. So we all love you, Raphael. Big boy Raphael now. Can't call you baby Raphael no more. See you all next week. Take care. Love you all.